Welcome to I think it's our last Bedford One career conversation of this school year. And today we have joining us the administrator at the Runkin Pratt at Smith Mountain Lake. Kennedy Chase is here with us today, and she's going to be talking about her career pathway and all the things that Runkin Pratt does. So welcome, Kennedy, and I'll let you take it away.
Thank you so much for having me. I would just like to introduce myself, Kennedy Chase. I have born and raised in Bedford. I went to Liberty High School. After I graduated from high school, I went to Virginia Military Institute to run cross country and track, where I obtained my psychology degree. Afterwards, I graduated and worked for a company out of Roanoke, where I pursued my administrator in training program and then a long-term care administrator license. And so what that means for me is after I obtained that license, I would work at within a geriatric population in a residential setting. So previously I had worked in the Medicaid, Medicare skilled nursing rehab setting. And then in January, I've been very blessed to transition into a role that's a little bit closer to home, and that would be Runkin Pratt at Smith Mountain Lake. Now, Runkin Pratt at Smith Mountain Lake, we are a community that offers a lot of different levels of care for residents. So within the community, there are homes, cottages is what we call them. We have independent living studio style apartments where residents can stay, and their meals and activities and other services like beauty barber are all provided to them. Then we also have assisted living, which is where our staff assist with the residents' activities of daily living. And then we have a memory care unit. So dementia and other forms of memory care where residents need assistance from our staff, we help them on many different levels. So in regards to my education and getting where I am today, I did need a bachelor's degree in order to pursue that license for an administrator. And an administrator is someone that works in more of the non-clinical roles within the center. So I work with staffing levels, I work with family concerns and questions, I work with the admission process for new residents. So if we have a resident who may be interested in coming into our community, I would work with the family and the physician within the community to make sure that they're a good fit for the level of care that we can provide at the center. My schedule is typically a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, 8 to 5. However, there are some on-call responsibilities for me as I am the supervisor of the center. I work with a couple different departments, and that being HR, direct care, that would be a resident care coordinator. We have a kitchen staff, so that would be our chef. I work with the chef in regards to the meal delivery times and the execution of our dining services for the residents. And then our housekeeping and maintenance team to make sure that the residents are having everything that they need in regards to a clean home-like environment, but then also if they need something added or changed in their room, a TV mounted, we're going to work to make sure that they are happy and healthy. So some of the positions that are great support for our residents that would be a good fit for someone who is interested in getting into the healthcare field. We have CNA roles and we have nursing assistant roles. And so both of those positions are direct care. Now for the CNA, there is a class that is required, but we also do employ nursing assistants. And that is a 40-hour program that one can take and still serve that direct care role for residents. Beyond that, we have a registered medication aid program, and that allows a staff member to be able to administer medications and care for our residents in regards to their medication management program, which is something that lots of our residents do need. In our culinary department, we have the chef role as well as our line cooks and our dietary aides. Those positions really are beneficial for the dietary management and the overall health of our residents. And then the other positions that I'd mentioned earlier that would be available to someone who's still interested in getting into the healthcare field. However, they may not be interested in the direct care role, more of the hands-on care. That would be the housekeeping and housekeeping team, or the administrative side, which would be the HR administrative assistant positions. So those are all offered within our community as well. I am very thankful that our community is back open to tours. We are back open to having family visitation. One wonderful thing about Runkin Pratt is, since they are a privately owned company, that is something that we really strive to put first, is our residents' ability to be with their families and be active within the community and in our center. And we do that through a fabulous activities program. We like to have the community involved, and we are really excited that COVID is starting to calm down, and we can really put that first again. If anyone has any questions for me, they are welcome to put them in the chat. I'm not sure if anyone has been to the center before, but we are located behind Kroger near Westlake in Hardy, Virginia, so right around the Smith Mountain Lake area. However, the company does have other locations in Lynchburg, as well as in Forest and in Leesville. And here recently, Runkin Pratt has opened up a daytime care center for adults, and that is in Forest. So an adult care center would be daytime services for residents while their loved ones may be at work, versus where I currently work, that's residential care. So they would move in full time.
Kennedy, do you guys ever hire RNs or is it mainly just CNAs? Do you need LPNs or anything, or is it just the nursing assistants and the CNAs?
We typically just hire nursing assistants, CNAs, and then registered medication aides. And those registered medication aides typically take over the roles that a nurse would do in a long-term care setting. However, we do have some supervisor roles for LPNs and RNs to oversee the clinical practice and help with chart audits as well. And we do have some home health agencies who can come in and administer a treatment that needed the qualifications of an RN or an LPN if needed.
And I think I've seen somewhere on 811 in Forest, don't you have is it like a training school specifically? Is it really just geared toward Runkin Pratt? Did you have to be a Runkin Pratt employee in order to take advantage of that? Or how does that work?
No, you don't have to be a employee of Runkin Pratt in order to pursue that school, and that is in Forest. It's connected to our daytime center as well as our corporate office. That is just an additional community resource in a way that we can educate and assist people with their career in healthcare, and that would be CNA programs.
And we have another question in the chat. What type of training does one need to work in a new daytime care facility, or in the new daytime care facility, the one that's over there where the food line used to be on Paravel Road?
In the daytime care, in the daytime center, they are looking for a variety of different roles, especially since it is just open. We had a few wonderful open houses recently, and then yesterday morning there was a meeting that was held in the morning for different community members who work with geriatric population and healthcare. Activity roles that would, someone who really would feel that they would strive in being creative and assisting with the day-to-day schedule for someone who was in that setting. The nursing assistant or CNA role is also something that someone could apply for.
All right, are there any other questions from the field? I think we've got a couple more minutes. Anyone? Well, this has been really helpful. I'm glad to know. And so I think how long has the Smith Mountain Lakes Runkin Pratt been around?
More than 10 years. So we are well established, and it's a beautiful center. We just made an addition of an It's called the Towers, and that's an independent living as well as an assisted living room option for residents with studio style apartments. Some have balconies, some have patio areas. So it's just a really beautiful space and a place that we want our residents to really feel proud to call home. And I know this from working there. I'm really proud to work there. I'm excited to go to work in the morning. It's a great community. We also have within the complex, we have lots of doctor's offices, physician services, and a wellness center. And so the wellness center, which is at the top of the street, is available for our residents and their families to use. It has a pool, a workout gym, workout class services. And then it's nice for me as an employee because that's included within my employment package, as I can also use that on campus if I wanted to stop by after work. It's a good option. And for the residents who do move into the community, it's really convenient for them because we offer in-house physician services. So their families are not having to drive them to frequent doctor's appointments because we have doctors and nurse practitioners who will come into the center to do any adjustments or review or revision that they may need.
And speaking of benefits, what kind of benefits does Runkin Pratt offer to employees? And are most of these positions full-time? Are they full-time and part-time?
So we have full-time and part-time positions. We have a fabulous paid time off benefit package as well as insurance. Both are great for employees to utilize. And it is a family-owned company, and I really appreciate how accessible and really accessible everyone is within the company. It's, you know who you work for and you know who you work with. So it's great.
Well, I think that might be about all the time that we have today. I really appreciate you coming on, and we'll have the students stay on. We'll have a drawing here at the end, but I appreciate it. If anybody has any further questions, I'm sure that we can reach out to you. And do you guys ever do job fairs?
Yes, we do job fairs from time to time. One of our locations that we have done job fairs would be out of our Lynchburg area. However, the Smith Mountain Lake, I would love to get something going. So I will certainly keep you all in touch when our next one is. And anyone who is interested in taking a tour within our community, or if you're interested in one of the locations in Lynchburg, still reach out to me and I can get you in contact with some people out of the Lynchburg offices. However, for Smith Mountain Lake, feel free to contact me and fill out an application, give me a call. Should I shoot my phone number over this call or put it in the chat?
If you just want to put that in the chat, and then we can certainly share that with students as a follow-up afterwards as well.
Wonderful. And then if you just call the main line and ask for Kennedy, I will be happy to help you with any questions you may have.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time today. I guess that should probably do it for our call. So thanks, everyone.